Hi everyone. Today's lesson is section 7.6 and it's multiplying polynomials. So we already did multiplying monomials by polynomials, but today we're going to concentrate on, which you can see in example 1, multiplying a binomial times a binomial. And then when we get down to example 4, we're going to have a binomial times a trinomial and then a trinomial times a trinomial. So the good news is today it's just distributive property a whole bunch of times. The more terms you have, yes, the longer the problem is going to be, but it's just going to be distributive property. So when we multiply two binomials together, we usually do a process called foiling, and it's just where we're multiplying the terms. So the F stands for first, O is outside, I is inside or inner, and L is for last. So we're going to multiply all these terms together and then just keep putting either the addition or subtraction symbol in between, depending if the term is positive or negative. So for this first one, we are going to take y times y, and I'm going to write all of this out, but typically I will not do this stuff right here. Okay? So that's my first two terms. Then I'm going to do my outside terms. Actually, I'll do it up here. Makes a smiley face if I do it the other way, but that's okay. So plus y times a negative 4 plus, now do my inside terms, so 8 times y plus my last two terms, 8 times negative 4. All right, so y times y is y squared minus 4y plus 8y minus 32. Okay, so simplify, because if you look here, those two terms have y's in them, so we can combine them. So we get y squared, negative 4y plus 8y is a plus 4y minus 32. Double check all of your terms are in descending order. I can't combine any more terms, so therefore we are done. Okay, so pause the video, try the your turn, then come back on and watch it. See if you got the right answer. Okay, so hopefully I did it correct, you did it correct, and we both got c squared minus 2c minus 8. Okay, example 2, same thing, only difference is I have more negatives or more subtraction in the problem, but same process. So z times z is z squared. Z times negative 12 is a negative 12z, a minus 6z, and a plus, my brain's not working too well here today, 72. All right, so we get z squared minus 18z plus 72. Easy peasy, right? Not too bad so far. Let's take a look at B. Only difference here now is that we have more coefficients with our numbers. So I'm going to have 10x squared plus 40x minus 8x minus 32. My two middle terms I can combine, and I get 10x squared plus 32x minus 32. Now, before we move on, I want you to look at this, because remember I told you last week that we were going to end up doing factoring towards the end. So when we factor, we'll actually start with this step, and we will go backwards all the way up to there. So I really want you to pay attention how I have two x terms here in the middle, because later this week we're going to be factoring, and we're going to have to create those two terms. So keep that in mind. All right, take a moment, pause the video, try both your turns, then come back and check your answers. All right, so there's both problems. Hopefully you did them right. If not, double check your work, see where maybe you made a mistake, where maybe I made a mistake. My brain's not fully functioning right now, so bear with me. I'm hoping they're good. All right, you guys can send me a message on Reminder if they're not. Give me a hard time. All right, example 3. It says the area of a triangle is 1/2 the height, which is h, times the base b. Write an expression for the area of the triangle. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, my base is 6x plus 4, and my height is x minus 7. Now, I have to take half times one of these, not times both of them, because it's multiplication. So I'm going to take half of 6x plus 4. I could distribute first. I could distribute these two things first. But we're going to distribute the 1/2 to the 6x minus 4, or multiply those two terms together. Just makes our numbers a little bit smaller. So half of 6x is 3x. Half of 4 is 2. And then I have my x minus 7. Because think about it. If you have 5 times 2 times 7, you don't take 5 times 2 and 5 times 7. You take 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 7 is 70. All right, so first, 3x squared minus 21x plus 2x minus 14. Running out of room. So the area of the triangle is 3x squared minus 19x minus 14. And that's just an expression for the area. All right, you can try the your turn. It's very similar. Hopefully you all know. Oh, it already tells you the area of a rectangle is base times height. So you guys should be good to go on that one. So pause the video and try that one. All right, so the area of this rectangle is 12x squared plus 11x plus 2. All right, last example. This is the one where it's not difficult. It's just distributive property a whole bunch of times, but it's also easy to make a mistake if you're not careful, so please take your time. All right, so I need to take 3a, excuse me, times a squared. So I have 3a cubed. Do not forget about your rules of exponents. Minus, and I'm doing minus because I see that. 3 times 12 is 36. A times a is a squared. Plus 3a. And then I take 4 times each of those terms. So plus 4a squared minus 48a plus 4. All right, now we just need to look and combine like terms. I have a 3a cubed. That's all I have. So 3a cubed. Then I have a minus 36a squared and a plus 4a squared. So that gives us a minus 32a squared. Oops, I already did blue, gray. Plus 3a minus 48a gives us a minus 45a. And, whoops. There we go. And we just have our plus 4. Okay, again, I'm going to double check. My terms are in descending order. I have cubed, squared, 1, none. and I don't have any terms that are like terms that I can combine together. All right, this is a big one. It's the same exact process, except instead of distributing 1 time or 2 times, we are now distributing 3 times. So we'll see if I can keep all this organized. This becomes 2b to the 4th plus 6b cubed minus 2b squared plus 7b cubed plus 21b minus 7b. Oh, my 21b should be squared, see? So easy to make little mistakes. All right, so plus 9b squared plus 27b minus 9. All right, now to combine like terms. All right, 2b to the 4th, nothing to combine that with. Six b cubed, 7b cubed, that's it. So I have a plus 13b cubed. Minus 2b squared plus 21 plus 9, so 21 plus 9 is 30. 30 minus 2 is plus 28. B squared. Double check in my work here. Right, I have a minus 7b and a plus 27b. So that's a plus 20b. And don't forget our little minus 9 at the end. So one thing to remember, I'm not sure if you noticed, I had 3 terms here, 3 terms here, so I should have 9 total terms down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up here I had 2 terms and 3 terms, so I should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that we are not missing anything. All my terms are in descending order, and there is none that I can combine together again. All right, so take a moment, try these last 2 your turns, and then you'll be done with your notes and off to your practice work. Look, I forgot my squared. I knew there was one somewhere. Okay. Man, maybe don't watch me. I'm not doing this one very well. Oh my gosh, why am I writing these? All right, so 12x to the 4th minus 9x cubed minus 6x squared plus 8x cubed minus 6x squared minus 4x plus 4x squared minus 3x minus 2. Excuse me. All right, so I have a 12x to the 4th. So all my cubes, I want to make sure I didn't miss something. Yep, should be on my cubes. So negative x cubed. Yep, that's all my squares. So minus 8x squared. Negative 12 plus 4, yep, negative 8. There's my x terms, so minus 7x, and then minus 2. All right. All right, if you guys have any questions about this lesson, feel free to send me a message on Remind. Otherwise, go ahead and start your practice work.